Is that the sound of my mouse? No, it's not. I don't know. I just heard like a clicking, like mouse clicking. Don't know where that's coming from. Going crazy. Hearing mices. Hi. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brandon Talks About Mice Clicks for the next 3 hours, where I will go over you with the with you over the difference in mouse click, as well as the intonation of each kind of mouse and its clicks, whether it's left or right, or even the less discussed middle mouse click. Okay, I know you've come to this video because it is a plethora. It has a plethora of mice. Actually, it's mices. Maybe people don't know that about mice, that the singular plural is mices. Okay, a computer is called one is called a mouse, right? Like, it's my mouse. If I had two of them, would it be mice? Or would it be mouses, because it's not the same thing as like or not a mice? Would it be mice, not mouses? Cause like, whoever fucking has two mice? I guess that actually answers the question, doesn't it? If I specifically stop to pronounce it as mice, that probably answers my question.
Together we stand.
Okay. So minus mouse chat. We had a last time on Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, we fought a woman who was working for a demon. We fought a demon attacked the city we were in, and it murdered a fucking dragon, and then sent us into the sewer system. Well, it sent us into the caves. We met a bunch of, for any lack of any better term, mongrels. Which are they're like demon poison people, right? They, you know, their ancestors tried to fight demons. Sorry, sir, about what? You can't just come in here apologizing to me. You have to know what you've done wrong. No, so, you know, the demon sent us to hell, and we found a bunch of people who had demon blood in them. And obviously that's heretical, so we murdered everybody. It's not true. We didn't murder everybody. We're a man of God, a man of the people, and you know, he's helping us out because he's trying to be a hero, and we can respect that. He's you know, he's from a long lineage of people who lived underground.
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabris are trying to defend the wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
Did it just full heal us?
I stand
It
ready.
did. We're in the basement. It looks like the Grey Garrison. Grey Garrison. Good thing I didn't spend healing potions. Like, you know, I'm not gonna spend. I'm gonna do the healing hands. The healing hands? The hand healing. The lay on hands. Because, you know. It's a good person that thing has fucking. Hello! We're here to save you. Oh, wait. The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Iomad. I really should fucking learn how to pronounce Amid. It's my fucking god. I should know how to pronounce this. Iomad's golden swords, She is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. There's soot in her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you're a friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anivia. That's some awkward hugging animation.
By the goddess, Nebi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. This here's a new friend. He rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without him, we'd never have made it out. Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Can somebody pronounce Iomide, please, game?
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabras. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Nevia out of there.
Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders. But it's now been taken over by cultists.
Not cultists.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison. Most people in Canabras think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world. I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
I wonder what value in D&D demons get out of, like, humans. Right? Like, I think, like... Right, because, you know, devils make deals, demons try to trick you. And obviously there are things like succubi who just take life force and whatnot, so that makes sense. But, like, I don't know. What does your average devil get out of a human city? Or a human life, rather?
That's the spirit. You, take Anavia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
Prepared for this.
Lord Horgus Worm.
Just turn up the voice acting a little bit.
I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabras can be said to be safe right now.
Can I open the options? Yeah, I can. I can, yes. Just lower the music to like 75. Ambient volume is 75. Voice can stay up that. Magic chance can go back down. Because the voices, I feel like they're not impossible to hear, but it seems like they're a little bit quiet, you know. So that's fine. That's fine, my dear.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
The Iomide. 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 Okay. That's pronounceable. I would like some a salesman, please.
Save the last one for me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Look at these guys' faces. Ooh, look at that guy. Who's he? I want to, like, the fucking... The dwarf with the fucking most. Looks like a badass. Look at him. Sotten Vane. Don't worry, guys. We'll be there to help eventually.
Into the fray!
Scrolls. Let's take the scrolls. They're probably not all that heavy. I don't want to, you know. Watch the magic seal.
We march ahead.
Fucking magic seals. They're just the problem in both worlds, you know? Of all the animals, the most magical, ironically, the seal. Oh, is that the fucking ward stone? That doesn't look very good. Is it broken? Or is that just because it's not all on this level? What's happening here? Aces are all good guys. Well, I think, yeah, it's my team. Over there. Cowardly traitor, I swear on your sword. Oh, okay. That is what's happening. Like, that looks like the cultist, not the,
Wickens.
Oh, jeez, I didn't realize this cultist over there as well. Yeah, do we have a fireball? I don't think we have any magic casters, sadly enough. Not any real magic casters. Oh, this is the I can dismiss my own spells. I probably wouldn't rush so far ahead had I known there was going to be so many cultists over on that side as well. Oh! Decapitation! Okay, sorry. There's to be confirmed by making an additional attack roll. If the result is equal to higher. Okay. Okay, so that's what critical confirmation hits mean. It's good to know. There's always that statement of confirm a critical hit, whatever the fuck that meant. And now we know.
The inheritor, guide my blade. The light, take you.
Who the fuck's that guy? There's some Cambion. I think that's him. The Cambion.
I'll cut you wide open.
She doesn't do all that much
The
damage.
spirits demand your blood.
Blood! Blood for the blood spirit. Good old blood spirit. I find it funny when everybody's like hitting each other for like 1 damage, because it's like, you know, that's really nothing in the grand scheme of things. But right now, that's like, you know, that is a decent chunk of health. Which makes it funny, just because, like, you know. Oh my god! That man just exploded. Look at him. He turned into, like, a head, 2 arms, and a... Like, he fucking popped. You're gonna go deal with the sharpshooters. Nope.
You are today's sacrifice.
Of course, there's 3 more. Yeah, I guess I probably should help her out, huh? That's what you need as a character dying forever on me this early. Oh my god. They're clerics, which makes them that much more annoying. No more clerics. Haven't walked the 5 feet at least. Come on. Let's turn off the inspect, please.
Make every strike count.
Alright, the most damage he did was the fucking...
Excruciating. So this is how it feels.
Yeah, at least she's not super dead. Which is always a fucking concern.
Guide my blade.
God, just another fucking person cut in half. I like that. I like that they're dismembered when you kill them. It's very cool looking.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I should have just enabled the fucking thing at this rate. Oh god, there's another one? Oh my god.
Attack! We
There
shall
you fucking
overcome.
wizard.
You won't survive me.
As they slowly walk into combat range. Kill him.
Do not hold back. This ends
Oh!
you. I will see this through.
Not to lay hands to anything else right now, so it's fine to just spend them like that. The potions are technically more valuable. Okay. Should quick save the game. See, the saving takes a lot faster. Justin tells me we're not allowed to kind of dick around here, sadly enough. Take that. We're still fairly far away from him. Pretty far away from being at capacity, so, you know. He says, very quickly approaching capacity. We need the money. Demon? Nope, not quite. Just a hole in the ground. A hole in the ground! Would have been a very different show. Hole in the ground versus hole in the wall. You know? Just gotta fall. I actually think it'd be harder to do the falling into a hole specifically shaped than it would be to...
What's this?
Whoa, where are her eyes?
Guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess.
And I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh,
These are like two fucking rat boys. And then she has no eyes. Where are her eyes?
what an unexpected surprise. Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me?
Ooh.
Admit it. You missed me.
Oh, is it the
terribly.
dwarf?
You again, you wench!
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabris. She must be back to finish what she started.
Hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close
I kind of wanted to say it just to fucking...
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me.
You know the building was collapsing 3 seconds ago?
No, my
From this floor
dear.
to the lower
That
one.
was entirely your own doing.
And we're just having this conversation with a
Beat
demon.
your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly.
Just wanna know what's wrong with her. Where are her
Staunton,
eyes?
dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how
Or does she
good
like
we
blind
were together?
sense?
I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Hey! Get back here! Do I want to charge anything? Question. The answer is Abracadillo. Yeah, sure, that's a name.
Strike as one.
Make every strike count.
I don't have. Who's Camilla? It didn't have that spell. Was I supposed to pick spells? Oh my gosh, was to pick spells? I was supposed to pick spells. You know what? I think it did inform me that I should be picking spells. Also, Divine Zap is apparently. Wow. A cantrip for 3 damage. Sounds amazing. Truly. I'm gonna go ahead and get that one. I'm not missing any of the spells, am I? Okay, no. Just my stupid self had picked his last spell slot. Where is she?
The light take you into the fray.
Attack.
Wow, Sullivan. Or Sullivan. It's ironic because, you know, his name is Staunton. Staunton, not Sullivan. My name is Sullivan. That's my name. 1 damage. Very helpful.
I'll cut you wide open.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
That's a little bit better. Just a little bit. Scroll of Fire. I really should be paying attention to what scrolls I'm picking up here. Got a lot of inflict light wounds, some heavy and serious, and critical apparently. Why is critical before light? Is it because it's in alphabetical order? Which doesn't make sense because I have it type, not, you know. I feel like that should. Oh, chaotic, or law. Sickening, remove fear, sickness. I feel like, you know, the fact that it says not dangerous or anything is kind of silly. I don't want to get a whack. Just in case. I don't think we'll be using that anytime soon, but you know.
The mongrel did it.
They're touching our stone! It is broken in half. Or maybe it fell. It's like that's like the bottom of it. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with power coming from the stone. Suddenly your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening voices, pleading for help. Shrieking, curses, and taunts. You blink, and illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious ward stone. What are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone.
It's just you've been humping the stone.
From the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more, and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves.
Yeah, she does have hoofs.
So you have a choice, especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof, pledge your loyalty to Baphomet, and when the world falls, its ruin shall be yours.
Shut your mouth, scum!
Make me. One of the sweetest spoils of war is gloating over your broken and humiliated enemy. You want to deny me that pleasure?
Yes, please. Attack!
Do not fear.
Shut up, Damon! What happened to... Okay, they're still there, they're just not in the battle yet. Oh, that's cool. I'm so glad that they fatigue me instantly.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh, cool. Even the misses count as use die. Why did... Why can't I move 20 feet?
This was
Game?
unexpected. Just a little more.
-9. What the fuck happened? Yeah, I mean, can I... Game, thank you.
The spirits demand your blood.
Why aren't the, What's happening?
We shall overcome.
I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Ward Stone? Here's a little demonstration.
She teleported 3 feet! The demoness whispers a spell, and a wave of darkness seeps through the chamber. Companions wince in pain, but it is nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. Evil spells won't stop a righteous army.
Yamaday is with us!
Yes, yes. Keep telling yourself that.
The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark.
Defeat is not an option.
Guess that was a planned loss, I guess. Fuck me, though. I mean, you know, you guys could at least helped out. Yes, yes. Especially you, Stanton, who's, you know, was fucking a demon. That's heretical. That's heresy.
Praise Iomedae, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
What happened?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle
She
this.
fireballed, like, all of her
You
own men,
blacked
though.
out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart.
As you
Used to
watched
be
me
a
get my
tavern,
ass
but
kicked.
Now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back. Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now, at least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero. Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep
I like how her
springing
hair
up
does
in
not
districts
match
where
her
everyone seemed to be dead.
image.
The survivors are gathering here. You should see them.
It's like how
Their
casually I'm
faces,
laying in the
their
bed.
eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting. You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Ward Stone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a Ward Stone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomedae's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
So I wonder if this game takes place before or after
First of all, we need to decide what to
Kingmaker.
do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say
It'd be kind of cool if you
is
could see your own kingdom in it. The old
A
kingdom.
traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Ward Stone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone.
Poor storyteller.
Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the storyteller knew what he was talking about. We
Yeah,
could
that
use
guy's
his
pretty
advice
trustful.
Right now. If only we knew where he was. I remember the storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabris, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Jana Aldori.
Is that the same one, or?
A new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Jana had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Jana. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back. May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabris still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Damn it. I wish I could identify things. You have to, but no one in parties you want to identify. What's the... Okay, I think these are good, if I remember correctly. It's just we don't have anything to identify yet, so let's talk to, we need like a wizard or a... Hey, wait, mind if I bend your ear about something? Nivea's outside your door, leaning casually against the shelf. So here's the first, most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. They come at us while you're gone. I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Where do you think the demons attack next? Your guess is as good as mine, and it might not be here. They could attack at the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand, and going to they've lost the other. How have they lost the upper hand? And that we're going to push back hard. If things kick off, you should know. After the attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. If you've got any business that needs taken care of, you better do it soon. Wait, there's something else. So the rift that damn beetle left with the site. Well, yeah, it cut the city in two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. Sagat's telling me there's a halfway decent place that set up at a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried to make sure, but if you've got a mind to go across, then I think you're gonna have to eventually. You might want to give the square once over. What? No, your task is far too important. Can't just hole up here like all cozy like waiting for the demons to knock the door. We need you to fight them. Take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner out to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to ash pile. Get it? Later, and watch out yourself out there. Look at that guy. I want that guy's outfit. Look at him. Strange figure towers over the bar, a huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white that his blue veins are visible from a distance. His bald head is equal parts lumpy and pitted, and blood-filled eyes stare impassively at you at you from beneath his pale brows. The glass in the albino's large, clumsy hands looks dangerously delicate, but as if one twitch of those calloused fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. What'll it be? Sacred Symbol. Thank you, Caitlin. I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city, the best there's ever been, and I pray to the best god there is. Okay, I don't need this crap. Anything that I haven't equipped and isn't magic is probably, you know, garbage. Okay. Bulk selling. I probably don't want to eat the rotten chicken. Let's see. A new enemy the first time target receives 1d6 negative damage on enemies. Now I'll wear it. I can give this to her because she's the only spellcaster we have, even though it's not entirely useful yet. +8, +7. So I'll wear the necklace for now. Now you can use the glaive. Anything we wanted to buy specifically. Coal iron is an option, but I think I have a magic sword, which is already cold iron. Buy a spicy pastry recipe. This is kind of useful. Well, buying potions seems like a, you know, it's ridiculous. That seems like it's fucking useful. Just once a day you can't be attacked by ranged weapons. What I want to do is just take that for now because it'll mean more money in the long run. Big cast plus something against the ability to scare rate of exhaustion. Oh. Okay. I think we should start heading out in the city. Right, I don't know how it's gonna work with the Okay, that's good. That's actually really interesting that it does that. It's good. Just get heading out of the city.
I will guide us.
Bunch of peasants. Who's Joran Vane?
Let us not hesitate.
The crystal dwarf turns a blade in his calloused hands, carefully inspecting its edge. When he sees you approaching, he sets the blade aside and greets you with a nod. A new face in the city. You picked up a good time to come to Canabras. As you can see, we're in sore need of warriors. Just 17,000 gold. Yeah, you know. Easy. I mean, I mean the ram armor doesn't seem amazingly important, but you know, it does seem like a pretty good thing. How does... So I figure out, no, it's not, you know. So not money on it. I'll buy one just in case. I don't know how it works explicitly, but, you know. Because the other one says it has 50 shots. The other one had 20. Which did kind of prove semi-useful, at least. Collect it and sell it to him. Make sure there's something else here that we can take advantage of. Okay, I'm actually having to hold on for a quick minute. I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom before I shit myself. You know, important not to go in my pants. Oh boy. It's only like 3 minutes. 4 minutes. I can count time. You know, I didn't want to have a rendition of that GTA 5 video, or GTA 3 video that, you know, go take a shit now! I can smell you shitting yourself! No, Bob, I'm fine. It's okay, Mom. This little map city. Move the visible parts of the map. I feel like I could zoom out a little bit. Sounds like a very he really fucked up the city, didn't he? We're still basically inside the fucking the zone of protection. Why are there spiders? I guess, you know, he was a fucking...
Did I mess up again?
Shame. Shame.
Do not hold back.
A bright future awaits us.
Perfect. Just one under what I needed. Perfect. So great. Honestly. Oh, you can sneak past them. Okay. I mean, we're not going to. Oh, it says fighter sneak past them. I'm assuming you can sneak past them if you're so inclined.
You are today's sacrifice.
God. Her voice sounds familiar.
You won't survive me.
Did I? Fuck, I didn't turn off this thing.
Into the fray! The inheritor! Guide my blade!
Strike as one.
Endure this! Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Find more paladin levels, you know. You telling me I don't want to take a little bit of a duelist? Or demon slayer? Oh, you can just do your demon slayer run through, but play it as if you were not. I don't know. It's really weird. Maybe I shouldn't be putting it that. We should take that instead, because I realize now that we have this -7, and I'm pretty sure, Scale Boy. Just in case. Fatigue is kind of a very big negative, so...
Got your back.
Make sure we pick our spells, because, you know, my dumb self will happily not pick them if given the opportunity. I guess that's the only spirit magic slot we can take. I don't really care about it though, so, you know, I just don't stop. Get it out of there. Let's see. It looks like, I don't know if that's just this. It's not resist energy panel. Yeah, it's a 1-for-1. It's a 1-for-1. I think that's fine. A lot of bodies. Someone's gonna clean this up, and it's not gonna be me. Like, imagine being like a city janitor, essentially.
Not falter.
And you know, first, you're not first day on the job, but you do need a magic caster.
Always be ready for the worst. Yet another obstacle.
These magics should be used in other ways.
Magic. The magic of running. Truly the most arcane arts.
Attack!
The magic of regular exercise and eating healthily. Blech. Imagine just ugh, the horror. God, I feel like is there like is there that is not turned on? Because I know the games like to do this to me, where I'm not seeing it. I don't think it's a problem. It's just weird. Like, it feels like the frame rates are too high. That's something that happens. Like a lot of games like say, "Oh hey, you got a good computer. Have this no frame rate crap," which ironically does lead to no frame rate crap if there's no frame rate cap, and you know, there's just a dog out here.
Let us press on.
Yeah, I was hoping to get the thing off. My fault for getting greedy with it.
We shall overcome. Do not hold back.
Go for their hearts!
Come on, one more hit, buddy. Oh my god.
The light take you!
What's up with him? Why does he?
Strike as one.
There he goes.
Make every
I'm guessing he was
strike
like,
count.
he had like the barbarian thing where like he just couldn't die. Too angry to die. Could you stop doing that?
I'll cut you wide open.
Just to prevent further doing of that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, take those. That is just regular great sword. Short sword. I don't think the armor's gonna be worth it. Either way, no matter how you spin it. Oh. Couple of guys. They were up to some good.
She won't feel a thing.
Oh no.
I don't know. Can we really do this?
Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
A group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags and barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The bare girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her, as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. A black crow flies in agitated circles above her head.
In Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
The knight brings his sword up above the girl's head.
They're insane. We've got to do something.
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
The girl smiles serenely, as though she isn't at risk of an imminent death. The knight's hands are shaking.
Our weapons barely scratch the demon's hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomede so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
Is that a thing?
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
This ridiculous teaching of Iomede directly prohibit the killing of innocents. The goddess will curse you and make the so-called making the so-called sacrifice.
What were you thinking? The goddess would never allow this.
You were down with the clown, my dude. You can't fucking turn on him.
Whose idea was this anyway? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Please don't fight. All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
The little girl is defending the people who wanted to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's insane. Maybe the two together.
The instigator must be punished. The rest of you go to Defender's Tavern. As far as I
Whose
gather.
idea was it? Not mine, that's for sure.
Well, it wasn't mine. That means...
Wait, it's not...
Two knights beat the third to the ground in a flurry of blows, then with wary looks and direction, they flee.
Good people ordering good people to kill other good people. None of them were cultists, you know? They just got scared and thought up some silly ideas.
Yes, but that is heresy!
You came to help me. You saved one life. You took another. Was it worth it?
Sorry I had to do it, but, you know.
Had to? Did someone force you?
My ideals.
You shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really. Call me Ember. I live here, on the streets, for many years now. But there's nothing to say about me. No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those. Now Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Huh.
I must have misheard. This girl? Join our party? What could we possibly want with this dirty little beggar? Sure. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Soot is restless.
Everything
I
and
wonder why.
anybody can be helped right now, honestly. Strange child of war, which was burned at the stake and yet survived, the godless saint, ready to preach love and kindness. People it's both. The rest, homeless orphan who has no hope, because there's countless people, other people around her. Witch stigmatized witch. Sounds like a really weird name or thing. Okay, so she just has a certain amount of spells uses per day.
I can do this.
That's fine.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Fucking rats!
Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
I found something.
You won't survive me.
Pick that lock.
This one was beyond me.
Pattern +1, shitty sword, shitty bow, shitty dagger. Probably should drink a little bit of potion. Didn't realize I was so low in health. You don't wear armor. We have hide armor, which is medium. She's a heavy armor girl. She's wearing light armor. Though this is better. You can't wear armor, and I'm wearing heavy armor as well. Oh. Oh. Gotta finish it. I just finished the Badger Circle. Who knows what the fuck was being summoned here, but you know. Just finish it. Just, you know, what's the worst that could happen? What could possibly go wrong in the scenario of you finishing an unfinished magic circle? That was just sitting in a house by a place where people were going to sacrifice a girl. Also, you know. Fuck her. No, it's, you know. She's over here. Oh, jeez. You get they're all teaming or grouping up here. Oh fuck, I forgot.
Endure this!
The spirits demand your blood!
Into the fray!
He's the wheeze, man.
Did you see that?
And I wonder how much force the arrow would have to hit somebody with in order for them to explode like that.
Attack!
Like, just the idea that an arrow could do that to somebody is fucking
The
nuts.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
And just a bunch of crappy weapons, yeah. Bozar is worth a good chunk of change, though. A nice heavy chunk of change. They were possessions looted from the surrounding houses. Well, I mean, in times of need, a time is indeed the time for me to collect the seed. The seed of which the people breed? Oh, God.
I will fight!
Alright, so it's got mage armor, scream, and violence. Okay.
These magics should be used in other ways.
Why did...
You are today's sacrifice!
Make every strike count.
preferable?
The light, take you.
Surrender, or else.
Just kill that man. Don't you dare. Kinda wish I had gotten the walk up last turn, but
We shall overcome.
for some reason it didn't work.
Go for their hearts!
Stop! Stop trying to kill him. You're not allowed. Don't kill him.
Into the fray.
You're not allowed. Stop it.
Too late for apologies.
Too late for apologies. It's too late to apologize. It's too late.
I'll cut you wide open!
You stop that. Stop that right now, mister. Very rude. Very naughty. But I'm sorry about your friend, but, you know. I thought I clicked on it. Man, I've got garbage on him.
Our path leads on.
Should have just went with the extra items back then. The elf hunched up next to you is clutching a small but deep puncture wound. Puncture wound. Puncture wound. She was shot. Let's stretch it 1 second. Oh, God. Yeah, there we go. That's a good stretch. Her appearance is quite remarkable. Her skin blacker than any Garundi's. Her teeth are fanged, and her hair is gray as the Corone's. Her crimson eyes glare at you and gleam with malice. What are you looking at, soldier? Like what you see? appears to the woman is a drow. Her race is also known as dark or cavern elves. They're rarely seen on the surface, so it's surprising to count you. Giving you a scrutinizing look, she says harshly, "There's no point in you knowing, soldier. Trust me. The answer would only bring you misfortune, and it still wouldn't be any use to you. I'm a wanderer you won't ever meet again. I can heal you." With a shake of her head, she barks, "Don't. I can handle myself. I don't like it when strangers cast spells on me. I can't leave you." "The abyss with you!" The elf tries clumsily to pull away, but the magic does its work, and the stab wound on her body heals quickly. Glaring at you, she mutters through clenched teeth, "Thanks and everything, but the next person using magic on me without my permission gets an arrow to the eye." Who wounded you? "Haven't you noticed? The city is burning. There's a battle going on. It's a wound by a cultist." Emerald is looking her over thoughtfully. "Her wounds are so strange, not at all like mine. They burned me from the outside, but you were burned from within, I think. It hurt, didn't it?" Unperturbed by her cold silence, Ember continues, "Yes, I can see that it hurt you. It hurt. I'm sorry it happened." You've keen eye for these things, don't you, soldier? You guessed correctly. I am a drow, but don't think it gives you the right to judge me. There isn't much. There's much you don't know about me, or never will know. Believe me, it's for your own good. Nah, I'm protecting everybody. My gut tells me the time I was leaving too. Dangerous, stay here. Farewell, soldier. If we had to kill later, that's fine. But you know, it's pure lawful. Not that kind of not lawful to a fault. I think that's kind of, you know, playing the game like that's not very fun. You know, she's reasonable doubt.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Can I shoot him? No.
I'll hit you.
The spirits demand your blood.
Oh, fine, gentle folk. Here are demons. You guys bring back quick. Was somewhere we didn't go. We can get across, right? Sure, do a quick save here in case something happens and we all fucking die.
Thanks, Land. You're so awesome, Land.
Yeah, that's safe.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Strike as one.
Fiendish giant fly, you know. As compared to a regular giant fly. Which is, you know, very Fey-like in nature. I guess, you know. Right, everything's bigger in the Feywild. Right?
Attack.
Would it make sense that, you know, there are just giant flies that aren't fiendish?
This didn't go well.
3 fucking hours. Oh.
You won't survive me.
Quality.
The light take you!
We shall overcome.
Go for their hearts!
Wow. I wasn't even using the damn cold iron, you know. Just wasting it.
Do not hold back.
I'll cut you wide open!
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
Bodies have been mutilated beyond recognition by claws and fangs. Yeah, it's
Let
nice.
us press on.
Very nice.
We'll make things
A
right.
goat, a lizard, and a human
I'm sure
enter
they
a
mean us
tavern.
no harm,
What'll it
right?
be, Lan? The bartender asks.
You know, at least he's cheerful about it, you know?
You won't stop us.
He could be a lot less happy about his existence, and, you know. It would be understandable. I didn't realize the last part was goat. I guess it makes sense.
Surrender or else.
I hadn't really considered where the horn was coming from, to be honest.
No glory without risk!
The spirits demand your blood!
Strike as one.
I like how she's all judgy of fucking Beggar Girl. But, you know, she's running around saying the spirits demand your blood. Oh my god, one fucking hit point. We'll save the rest of the land hands for, oh, she's only missing 4. Does she have, like, a scar right up her mouth? It does, she does. Rublum the actor. Where do you see this guy? What? Is he in the house? Even the huge pile of junk isn't enough to block out the exclamations coming from beneath it. Reveal, oh dearest, darkest beauty mine. Why didst thou turn thy gaze on me? Pray tell, thy husband I call, friend of time. But love, 'tis like an ocean, friendship, oh well. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep masculine voice and... Oh. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep masculine voice in response from beneath the same pile. Indistinct rustling follows. Pass me the ale, will you? A pile shifts easily, revealing the entrance to some kind of cellar. There's an interesting looking chest among the items. Look, the door is open, and we are completely at the mercy of whatever's up there, if really it is a demon. We have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, after all. But hand me my ladle and that rolling pin. Just a bunch of actors stuck in a basement during a demonic invasion. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friends and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretlin, theater director, and these are my members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for the Malevolent Lich performance. And the one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I paid to that daft idea, said the dwarf with dignity. Oh, I've seen your show. You are very funny. Especially the play where the woman slowly climbs into the chair while singing, and it falls off again. Ember claps her hands in delight. Well, it was actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, is a tower of rock rising up above a raging sea, like the finger of a giant. And the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below. Just like I showed her 100 times, but I'm glad you liked it. We were rehearsing. Our hearts distract us from the fear and panic. The dwarf waves her ladle empathetically, doing a fair impression of a conductor. Oh, I don't worry. Don't worry on our account. We'll be going into our basement in the next street. That's where our lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with lambkin around. Lambkin, says the dwarf readily. Our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry. We know what we're doing. Thank you again for rescuing us, stranger. Today you did a great service for Mendevlian culture, and perhaps the culture of all Galarion. You will certainly be remembered as future eras the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. Okay.
We march ahead.
Yeah, that was an encounter.
Did we step on their toes as well?
You are today's sacrifice.
Endure this!
The light. Take you.
I like how their body kind of like ragdolls into the abyss. Ghoulish fever. That can't be good. Ghoulish fever. Disease is a common kind of malign condition. Most diseases only harm you once a day, but can go almost indefinitely until cured. Come disease because of a spell, enemies ability or trap. Use the damage ability score, so before curing the damage, make sure to get rid of the disease. Using the spells, just rid disease or heal.
Make every strike count.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
We shall overcome.
A charisma-based disease. That seems weird. Where am I going?
Our path leads on.
Save the last one for me.
Did he pretend like he was pulling out a sword and pulled out his fist?
Too late for apologies.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I don't know, there's the one behind trying to get involved in the fight.
Into the fray.
-3 strength. Oh man, you know how much I love fucking ability score
Won't
terrains.
survive me.
I'll hit you.
for their hearts!
Do not hold back.
You won't stop us.
The light take you!
Cool.
Strike as one.
Oh, come on, me.
Endure this.
I don't even think we have the last restoration yet,
Surrender,
technically.
or else.
I think still till we have to wait till tomorrow.
No glory without risk!
Mage armor, reduce person, shield of faith. Do we have a...
Open your heart to me.
Yes.
You know what? At least I got the majority of it back. I can wait for the rest of the day for one point. No one's missing. It just looks like somebody is. Oh, way off the map. The city has fallen at last. How glorious! Now I can stop pretending to be a shopkeeper and spend all my time and my true passion reanimating the dead.
They will break against our resolve.
There's a lot more health than I thought he would.
Too late for apologies.
Greeting.
Can I not have that
Make every strike count.
big magnifying glass, eh?
Attack.
Into the fray!
Quality. 11 fucking damage, please.
I'll cut you wide open.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll hit you.
His friend? Yeah, of course. Of course.
Hold on.
How
Just
did...
a little more. Forgive
Sir!
me for this failure.
The light take you!
I'm only at 0.
The spirits demand your blood. You are today's sacrifice.
You won't survive me.
Little fucking gnome body. Hope you get bleached, motherfucker. Also, okay. Nothing to do with mobility specifically. Figure corpse laid out and prepared new pattern. Unknown ritual. Big, you know, a big old, air quotes around unknown. It's just gold iron +1. Good thing we stopped him. I'm no Pharasmite, but you know, undead. Not really cool. So sweet it is to kill. I guess usually come around the other way and see this first, so we know, like, you know, oh, there's always undead and ghouls here for a reason.
You won't stop us.
Go for their hearts!
Probably could have dashed.
No glory without risk.
We shall overcome.
Endure this!
Surrender or else.
Miss. I like to think, like,
I'll cut you
it's like
wide
baseball,
open.
right? Like, you know, I have not watched a shit ton of baseball, nor have I been to very many baseball games, especially not in recent time. But just like the idea of like gray hair. Huh. But you know, when they go like, hey, about a swing, and you know they miss. Just that. That's what it is when, you know, the an enemy misses you. Is you're just fucking taunting him. Just being a real cunt about it. It's an absolute asshole. I like saying bad words. They make me feel like an adult. That is not why I like saying bad words. A short hooded figure is poking about some of the bodies laying in the middle of the street. A stranger drags the first body off the road, especially props against the wall, and places the corpse's hands on its chest. The figure then freezes as if hesitating, and you see him reach out his hand towards the beautiful gold amulet hanging around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates, then reaches out again. Looting corpses, are we? What did you expect? Almost everyone is dead. The city now belongs to demons and the vermin. Rats, crows, creatures like this one. The stranger almost jumps out of his skin. The hood falls from his head. Under a mop of red curls, a round halfling face looks up at you. Oh, phew! Man, that... Just the words, oh, phew. Really fucking did a number on me for some reason. Hopefully my thing's recording fine. It looks like it's freaking out a little bit every now and then. Could be all the fucking shit on the screen. Oh, phew! I thought you were demons! Good day to you, good sir. Curl, is that you? Davin looks at Celia and smiles broadly. Oh, Lady Celia, you're alive! Goodness me! That's the second bit of good news on the otherwise lousy day. He's just a leprechaun. What's the first bit of good news? Stick around and see for yourself. Meet Remivi, better known as Curl. He hails from Canabras, and he fights for, in the Condemned. He's one of a kind, a rogue of the heart gold. Curl is probably none of my business, but you should ask yourself if what you're doing about to do is right. The halfling's cheeks flush, and he hides his hands behind his back. I just thought, no, it doesn't matter. Oh, top of the morning, it doesn't matter none, Miss Silly. No, Heidi, hardy, heed, or. I'm afraid not, good sir. I just left the defender's heart. Before that, I was holed up in there, too scared to leave. Although spending the time under Commander Erebeth's nose sure was something. She's a strict one. Whew! And when she gets antsy. Maybe the halfling protest. No, the halfling protests. Maybe girl may be a rogue, but he doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get these poor lads' bodies off the road. My friends and I are a terribly important mission, and we need to get through. He is interrupted by the sounds of wheels rolling the paved stones. A cart drawn by a sad little horse appears from around the corner. A pretty half-elf is driving it, and a young man in knight's armor is walking alongside. Even from a distance, you can see his tanned face and his blue eyes shining brightly. The halfling straightens up. And see, a terribly important and heroic mission. My friends and I are receiving a beer cart from the demons. Ellen the Houndhursts. As he is speaking, the newcomer notices you. The knight cries out in jubilation. Sailor, I never thought I'd see you again. I thought you were headed to the main square, the center of the demons' attack. The half-elf smiles warmly at Sina. Oh, it's Jenna. Hey, friend. I'm glad to see you all right. When we got separated by the crowd and surrounded the celebration, I knew right away that something was wrong. And then demons appeared all of a sudden. I realized that that was the reason why I'd been so anxious. But I couldn't find you among the dead, swear. So I kept my hopes up, and I was proven right. And so you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about. You and Jenna are alive. Actually, by good news, I meant we found the beer cart. Sir Ellen and Jenna being alive amounts to a quarter of a bit of good news. Well, maybe half. Certainly, give me your flask, friend, and and if you want to talk to us, want to walk with us to Defender's Heart, we can have more than sampling and spoils there. Jenna, there's no need. The heart is very close, and the three of us will be enough to fight off the attack if there is one. Besides, our friend here surely has better things to do. More important than carrying around barrels of beer, I'd wager. By the way, my name is Ellen, Sir Ellen of Elan of Houndhearts, and I'm glad to meet you. Someone who survived this madness. You wish, Knight. Sullivan, is that really necessary? Curl didn't even do anything. Whatever he might have been thinking, it's between him and his conscience. What's wrong with hearing the truth? I think Jen and I have the right to know that our newfound friend is up to. I am not your commander, Curl, and I can't punish you or even condemn you. I suppose lots of people meant to think that the war justifies anything. But think about it. The dead fellow might have a family somewhere. His property and mementos should be returned to the rightful owners. They're bound to have sentimental value. Take this car, for example. We may take it now, but once the city is freed, the Eagle Watch and the others order will certainly try to find lawful owners and compensate them fairly for their losses. Enough, friend. I didn't even do anything. I was just thinking about it. And honestly, I don't think we'll even be able to gather up all the bodies and hand them over to the Eagle Watch. They'll be looted anyway. Well, that will be on the conscience of the one who does it. But you're a crusader, Curl. Though you might not have volunteered. Those who fight against evil itself have to be better than common folk in their moral frailties. I have to go. So long. We are sure to meet again, either in the city or in the Defender's Heart. And sure you will. Come to the tavern. Is this the same one? Is she the same person? I don't know. I don't remember the name. I never really paid too much attention to that part of Kingmaker. We never really went back and talked to her. Oh, hi, ghouls.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Oh, hi, Mark. I mean, she's already got the glue stick. As long as you get it twice. Oh, how cool. Good thing, I thought it might be possibly close enough to get attack of opportunity there, but nope.
Into the fray.
Quality.
Do not hold back.
Did he just do a swing while he's walking?
The spirits demand your blood.
Make every strike count.
Oh, come on, man. She's like, stop trying to fucking squeal on him.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
The corpse were gnawed by the glowing schools whose teeth are likely to cause death.
Let us press on.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
I heard like a roaring.
Too late for apologies.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay, it was close enough.
I'll hit you.
That deals with that one.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Dude, I can't even get over there.
The mongrel did it.
Defeat is not an option.
How about these guys?
You won't survive me.
What's that fucking noise?
You are today's sacrifice.
There's a fucking like a fairy fucking playing with their xylophone. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree that it is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned with something will decide... someone will decide to go for a nightmare stroll and accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable. But do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use? For instance, fighting demons? Or clearing rubble while the people trapped beneath might still be alive? The face of the golden curl to ASMR. Clearing is beautiful even with the standards of his kind, in whose vein runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic! The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. His armor is dented and is covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than his wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony, and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants whose beasts are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that your zealous pursuit of order in the city. You have long since forgotten to tell friend from foe, and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose acts of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble of our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task, and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your saying so, then it must be mean. That must mean there's someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. Ugh, voices. And they're waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out again and try to. The old man notices your approach. And you, I remember you. You appeared in the city the day the demons attacked and Trendlev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once. I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And this hideous creature, her and Piercer Loran would suspect. Loran, at your service. My forebears fought the First Crusade, and I lived in Canabris my whole life. You haven't ever seen me before? Ah, it must be because you don't ever venture into the underground district. Do you ever go to the Cloud District? I think not. We have been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. The First Crusade, so you're a mongrel. Huh. You obviously know human speech, surprisingly well, in fact. All right, let's be off with you. Parrot looks at you. If you cause any trouble, she'll hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm a crusader. A crusader, you say? Huh! I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you are speaking. I am the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor in the city. Harlan Sapak, prelate of Canabris, by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, and the city's defender against threats from within and without. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. Golden curled ASMR flashes a flinty smile. I am Raymond of Edemy, prior of the Temple of Desna. Who's that? Great dreamer, Lady Luck, Mother Moon, goddess of dreams, luck, stars, travelers. Okay. Which alas currently lies in ruins. Wise Herlin believes that it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, in which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those dying under the rubble. You know what? There may be one matter more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates back when you were daring to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Arilu Vorlesh, yeah, those are names, while they had the chance, there never would have been another war. I won't repeat their stake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize that scum. Okay, so she's just somebody. Prelates, see reason. They are frightening at times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Eomede. The old man fixes his eyes on Selah. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Eomade. Omade, and I won't question yours. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below. I am no enemy of yours. I'm a servant of God! The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand is wrought by power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger. And later, under these less fractious circumstances, I'd like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. I must deal with this filth once and for all. Treason! Not long before the city was attacked, several followers of his temple tried to secretly access the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. Halvern is trembling with fury. The Wardstone in the Canembris, the gift of Ayamade, and bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first of the chain, and followers of the crazy runt of a goddess try to meddle, while using their magic to hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost had them caught when Ryman got away, allowing the traitor to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated within an inch of his life, and now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. My people foresaw the attack of the city, and knew the Wardstone already carried a seed of corruption within itself, and they were simply trying to heal it. I heard similar claims before. Now, where was it? Ah, yes, stunts in vain. The traitor you brought down, who brought down Dresden? Oh, the guy, yeah, that's the guy. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal. That's why I've never believed you or your mob's lies even for a second. And I was right. Oh, there's no place for troublemakers. You want to fight on the side of witch hunter? Believe me, you're making a grave mistake. His leadership hasn't saved a single life so far, but it's cost many. You're a fool, Haroon. You're a zealot and a murderer. But you're a fool first and foremost. I told you the Wardstone has weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, Jill's responsible for the tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would still rather have a kill innocent person and perish yourself than admit you were wrong, as always. I'm sorry, in a wave of his arm he vanishes. You just see him fucking bolt down the street. He fled, the heretic. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit. That won't work on me. We're going to turn his attention to you. What about you? If truly have been marked to the gift of heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back that filthy traitor. I'm most certain that the cronies will help the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. I must have him captured. Go then, if you have to. I would be good to find and return the head of the scum. I remember you. When Father and I arrived in the city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As if I had nothing better to do than arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true. You and the other knights tried to tie us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames. But then he died too. Don't you remember? If you were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire. That is a crime in itself. Which means you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see that your sentence was finally fulfilled. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and gray. He was young, with a big mustache. Ember smiles broadly and draws a large bushy mustache in the air with her finger. He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. I'm gonna kill her? But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. The knight is a true hero. He's just really, really wanting to protect the city. Only he got mixed up about who was good and evil. Pah! Hardly. Anyone can look innocent. How does this girl manage to survive the fire? And what about the crow that she's always flying around with? I advise you to take a closer look at your innocent little lamb of yours. If you ask me, she looks highly suspicious indeed. He thought he was doing what's right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something thinking it was good, but you were really going a bad thing that hurt someone. But what if someone did the same thing? I can't get any. What the fuck is that noise? Let's go, Ember. Let's go. Bye, kind knight. I'm gonna kill whatever the fuck's making that noise. I'm gonna fucking make it suffer. The demon invasion transformed all of Canabris into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as the square. The place saw a clash of titans, the demon Laura Deskari leading the hordes of the Abyss, and the dragon Terendelev. I wouldn't call that a fucking fight, though. That was like a stomping. He literally shit stomped her. She had no fucking chance. The mightiest of the city's defenders, and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt of the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimney torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive to the bloody tracks left behind the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But if no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins... It is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Solvin, and he is not alone. Shadow of a strange, barely perceivable presence lingers over this place, like a gaze untethered from any observer. This mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Solvin is vested with the power and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, the present, the future. stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were not the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life. Although the one and life are my body does not want to exist anymore, and it's trying to stop. Are inapposite terms for aeons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance, rather than who or what. A better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Desari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the Demon Lord cut the Aeon down. Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, and the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be, but the demons circling the sky are prowling through the streets, creating a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestone. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, it is merely existence in an outrage against the universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Sullivan picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. Good and evil, chaos and order, everything in its lawful place in the multiverse, and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls, from life into death, and back to life again. The reality rid of its flaws, and is now perfect, and the Aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. They're following the hero to view the world through their eyes. The little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them. Used up the last vestiges of its energy. Now they are ready to disperse into nothingness, unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Would the hero take on this power, so he may look into the world through another's eyes? I will allow it to vanish. Spirit of Aeon dwells out of sight, deep in Sullivan's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles stowed away until the moment when the hero, once again, needs to look at the world through another's eyes. I should just let it die just to be an asshole about the fucking... about the whole, like... Because I said, like, oh, whatever's making that noise, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to make it suffer. And just let it dissipate.
Rely on me.
We will prevail.
Endure this!
Eat shit.
You won't stop us.
Go for their hearts!
Wow. Character Cecilia was attacked while they were flat-footed. Creature flat-footed and attack. Did bonus AC in the first round of combat for creatures flat-footed until after turn to act. saw that coming from a mile away. The way the body crumpled. How far that guy's fucking head went. This is the center.
Now what is that?
Okay, game. Count Erida's servant. Thank the gods! I found someone who wasn't fleeing in panic. Are you crusaders, mercenaries? Calmly, half-elf is so frightened he can barely get the words out. I am a servant of Count Derlin Kael Nevis Arende. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself has all his guests trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion is only a stone's throw away, and the next street over. Count Aradele, I have seen him a few times before, but from afar, he looked highly audacious. I confess that he did capture my attention. That's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. You've heard about the Arande family before. The wealthy and noble Mendelevian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. Last surviving family, a member of the family, the young Count Darian, has an infamous reputation. He's well known to be a rake and a rogue. It's not far. You're better off entering from the next street over. The passage I used to get out. Through the passage I used to get out. Help, I'm begging you. I hate to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think, you know. I think the Count's gonna have a chance to do anything to you if you don't help him out. Something tells me if I don't go help, or somebody doesn't go help, you won't really have a problem with the Count anymore, you know what I mean? I need the rest.
Stand with me.
Can I attack?
Surrender, or else!
That really matters when I attack first in this case.
Into the fray!
We march ahead.
I should make sure to check out the remainder of that area. I don't want to leave anything important behind, just because there's still stuff to do. Jeez, the Wii's game. I guess, you know, it's not exactly surprising that there's so much shit in the city, but still.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
I think this is not gonna work.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment. In the name of our Lord Baphomet,
Just shrug.
be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergal.
Yeah, I figure it's like a
Made of
glaive or a
adamantium.
fucking axe or something.
This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
Ooh, Minotaur.
A bull. Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
None of your answers were correct. The correct answer is an aurochs. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. What was the next one?
Come on, they might still
Is there
handle it.
any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as
I'm not
individuals.
mad. I'm just disappointed.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Give him one simple fucking quiz. I mean, granted, Baphomet, I've seen it spelled, so it's kind of unfair if I try to spell it. But I just like how they've asked him 3 questions he couldn't answer. And he's like, well, you know what? I guess I'm not cut out for this. I'm going back home.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Yeah. I like her. It's weird.
Make every strike count.
inheritor. Guide my blade.
No comment. No comment on that one. I think it's like a bot account or something. I have no clue. I don't know if it's somebody trying to, like, you know, do that. It's just weird to me that there's been multiple ones, you know what I mean? So I think that maybe it's not entirely legitimate.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No glory without risk.
I'll hit you.
Strike as one.
Wow. I was gonna say no, you won't, but no, neither will. Not blah, blah, blah. Nobody's hitting anything. Okay, game, you
Wide open.
already explained critical hits to me. It's not like I've had to reload. Answer is 2 an answer. Okay. Yes, that is a correct statement.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Is it not gold and white or something along the lines?
Silver and gold are the colors of Abadar. Iomade's colors are red and white. I suppose I should terminate the experiment due to the subject's utterly woeful performance. But don't get upset. We all can't be smart. Someone has to be strong. I liked how you defeated those cultists.
God damn it.
It seems to me that I owe you an explanation.
My character's actually like less than average intelligence.
I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells. It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. Unfortunately, the experiment has proven that the opposing parties possess approximately equal faculties in this regard. A shame, indeed.
Look, man.
I've always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It
Look,
appears I was mistaken.
Can I at least have one more question? I'm sorry.
Yes. Unable to deal with the questions, the Crusader decides to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence.
Wow. I feel like, right.
I apologize
It's
for
unfair.
to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all. Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest
I'm starting to
thoughts for the
regret it.
benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree.
Starting to
Truth be
really
told,
regret
I
it.
have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward. Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter.
Well, we need somebody who's smart, actually, which is currently a problem in the party,
Excellent.
so...
You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Why wouldn't you have 2 of the... I think it's a little bit unfair. I'm sure the character would have known the answer. But, you know.
Our path leads on.
Plus, does it say anywhere? I feel like I haven't been told this information, and thusly it's unfair that I, was forced to answer. See, there's nowhere, like, white and gold seem to, like, silver, like, gold, like, you know, it made sense to me. Feels a little bit fair that I could not get that. Maybe, like, a religion check or an intelligence check would have been fine there for me. Just because, you know, I don't fucking know. That's, you know, it's not my fault. It's not the character's fault that I'm stupid. Okay, we're all getting tired now, I guess. We don't scroll scribers cut. Okay. Character sign is when scribers scroll. They need to know the required spell and okay, so it'd be her or her that would do that. I've seen plenty of people who don't care about anything else, but you're the first person I've met who doesn't care about themselves. You'd chop your own head off to sake of science if you had to. But not anytime soon. Investigate the reanimation of a severed head will require an assistant in the laboratory. Oh, probably should have her, you know. It's fine.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Mm-hmm. Now here's the thing, right? This is a D8. This is a D3. I don't see why I'd ever use the Ray of Frost when I could just use the... Right? Like, am I crazy here? I feel like I may be the asshole in this scenario, but it doesn't change the fact that it's kind of silly. What the fuck's going on the tables? What a splendid occasion, Count, and this new Numerian elixir is quite something. They're demons, help!
Attack!
Ooh, who's fucking... A neutral evil ASMR? I don't think I've ever... Oh boy! I guess ironically the only reason you'd ever use this would be like, you know...
I'll remove this obstacle.
No, it's still reduced.
Endure this!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You won't stop us.
It'd be very nice if the hookers could move out of the room. It's funny because she just looks like so different from the rest of the pictures.
The light, take you!
I bet they're a playable character. I mean, it's very nicely drawn out as well, so.
The spirits demand your blood.
Surrender or else!
We shall overcome.
Be nice if the court, you know, all the frightened like non-combatants could just leave. They weren't helping anybody by being here. I guess I saw that.
Performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Jeez Louise, 16 fucking damage. Aha! I like how that one's just killing like the strippers. For lack of any better term. He's killed like 2 to 3 strippers already. Thank you, stranger. The girl does not look a beastly bit scared. Her cheeks are flushed and her blue eyes are glittering. You're saving us from the demons, and for your timely entrance, I swear, I don't know who has enraged me more today. The demons are the also awful master of the house. I'm a bard. What else? I only arrived in Canabrius recently. I'm touring the whole Mendelev and far beyond its borders for my devoted fans. A bard? That's great. I love singing. Will you sing me a song? Sorry, I don't think it's a good time to sing a song. It's weeping epic, but I will gladly sing for you some other time. About the Count? The girl's voice drops to whisper. He wanted to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today already. He just brings the feeling out in people. It's one of his many talents. Other than that, well, probably already heard about her and Day family. All I can say about the Count's is that the Count's servants flee this place like rats from a sinking ship. No one would ever say stays here long, even though he pays them extravagantly. I even heard one servant complain that he always feels uneasy in the Count's home, like someone's watching him. Unseen eyes from staring at the back of his head, even at the back, this is the wall. Even if he turns around, I don't know if I believe all these tales, but I'm just telling you what I've heard. Are you deliberately talking as if I'm not here? Excellent. Like any polite host, I shall return the favor. Act if you're not here either. I'm gonna stick around here for a while. I'm not sure if they must kill or scared off most of the demons, so this house is completely safe. They just surrounded a single fucking like demon.
Make every strike count.
That's funny. And there was just a demon inside the fucking... just in there. Hiding. And like 20 naked people ran at him.
A success worthy of praise.
I was wondering why they all ran out, and I heard them fight. I'm like,
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Daron Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers.
Hey, I hate his voice.
No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
I feel like the person who voices them probably has a very punchable face.
Wow. Bonafide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire? The curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish. I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it, or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place. Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree? Canabris in ruins. Descari. Well, 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 and I was already lamenting the lack of excitement at my little banquet. Although it must have been tolerable enough if we didn't get notice of a great hulking demon attacking a dragon just outside the window. It seems as though Descari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine, if you will pardon the pun. I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the wardstones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon. As if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
The Orendes are one of the most ancient and noble families in Mendiv. They are related by blood to Queen Galfrey herself. The Count is the last remaining member of his dynasty. The rest all perished around 10 years ago. In the tragedy at the family seat, Heaven's Edge, the demons got past the defenses and massacred everyone inside.
I thank you for providing your friend with that helpful summary, my lady. I believe I've seen you before, with that hilarious buffoon Horgus Gwyrm. I sincerely hope you are not engaged in any kind of sordid arrangement with him. The thought of something so splendid in proximity to something so grotesque makes me feel quite ill. You deserve a better fate than that, no doubt.
The fucking...
Your civility knows no bounds, Count. I most assuredly do not have any arrangement with Master Worm.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes? As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just... I sense something dark about him.
Let's do nothing again. 1 second. Let me just... Every fucking night with you, OBS. What's your issue? Do I need to update you? Is that the problem here? You gotta be an update, big old fucking baby.
I guess thumping him one next time he comes out with more aristocratic witterings is not allowed? All the more reason to take him with us. If we don't kill him, the demons surely will.
He has all these friends at his party, and he still looks so lonely. We can take him with us. Maybe it will make him feel better?
So that's 2 for yes, 1 for no?
The Count's presence can only benefit us. I think we should say yes.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the... By the way, did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
Capital. Good acquaintances that
no,
begin
we just keep them in the
at
reserve just in
the
case
right
something
moment
happens.
Often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
You go back to the... they go... I won't go sit at the stupid fucking base.
Forget it.
That was a mistake.
Together we stand. No reason to pause.
Well, I should just use lay hands for now, to be honest. I think somebody's got some healing.
There's no hope, only us.
Together
The
we
odds
stand.
have abandoned us. What was I saying just now? Wanna play together?
I gotta get the names down.
Yes.
Look at the way the fucking horse is rearing on that.
They will break against our resolve.
Too late for apologies.
It's too late!
Guide my blade!
Do not hold back.
Mind over muscle.
The light. Take you!
God, come on. I'm sorry.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Is the fucking... Is he like a paladin or something? How do you cast Smite good on me?
Into the fray!
The way his body ragdolled. His head like flopping around like, you did not just kill me.
You won't survive
Defeat
me.
is not an option.
Oh, entranced, not entrenched.
Hit you!
These magics should be used in other ways.
You should have listened to reason.
Endure this!
You won't stop us.
What the fuck is that worm?
Make every strike count.
Surrender, or else!
Oh my god, you fucking love these. I just wonder what the giant penis worm is. It's a necrophage.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
You are today's sacrifice! You're irrelevant.
Oh my god. Guys, maybe try fucking hitting him, please? Like, it's just a...
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
just an idea.
Too late for apologies.
That you're this close to a person, how are you fucking missing?
No glory without risk!
Go for their hearts!
Oh my god, somebody fucking hit him, please.
So this is how it
He fucking got the killer.
You won't survive me.
2 damage, that's all it took. 2 damage.
We shall overcome.
Probably should rush everybody closer to the, you know.
The fray!
Penis monster.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Wrong button. I do kind of want to hold on
I wonder why.
to the lay on hands because they do other things, you know, other than just, you know, just the stuff, stuff. Descriptive enough for you guys? No? Yes? I don't know. Could you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. What?
I won't let you hurt my friends.
There's another penis monster in there?
The light take you.
I didn't see there's another penis monster in there.
Cut you wide open.
Mind over muscle.
Hmm.
Do not hold back.
Endure this.
Quality.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
The spirits demand your blood.
So it was for some reason immune to magic missile, because that's normal. Fast forward your saving throw. Do we want to waste the bow?
Make every strike count.
Just wow.
Into the fray.
Wow, are we all just fucking stupid? Huh, guys?
Today's sacrifice.
Nope. I thought I could cast another guy. Could not. Turns out, that's a big no.
I'll hit you. So this is how it feels.
Wow, dickbag.
No glory without
Okay.
risk.
Why are we missing everything? So that might be fucking more useful at this point.
You won't stop us.
Strike as one.
Just you know, can't hit save my life. Don't worry. We've done a grand total of 2 damage. Oh my fucking god.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, you know.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
So glad he walked away over here.
Too late for apologies.
Shame I can't like strip her of her natural armor.
Attack!
Why? I mean, I get I rolled a natural 1, but for fuck's sake, I mean...
I'll remove this obstacle. I'll hit you!
I shall not falter.
You won't survive me.
You won't stop us.
Was she just immune to the pit?
Just a little more.
Endure this!
Just immune to pit, my dude?
You should have listened to reason.
I guess that was also a bad idea, huh? Ironically, she's done the most damage, she's dealing 1 damage per fucking round.
We shall overcome.
Make every strike count.
Surrender, or else!
She's blinded. How did she fucking manage to get that hit in?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh my god.
Mind over muscle. Too late for apologies.
Amount of her muscle, she says. Unable to fucking properly display either.
You won't survive me.
You're irrelevant. I'll hit you.
Endure this.
I don't think this fight's gonna go very well, to be honest.
Reason. You won't stop us.
Forgive me for this failure.
Mind over muscle.
Makes sense, to be honest. I'd do the same thing if I were her.
You're irrelevant. Surrender or else.
I shall not forgive me for this failure.
God damn it.
Make every strike count.
She's just immune to it? I mean, like, it feels like it's not affecting her at all. Even though it says she's in the range of it.
Too late for apologies. Ouch!
Don't stop! Stop!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You should have listened to reason. I'll hit you! Continue fighting everyone.
Of course.
You won't stop us.
Ah, boy, I'm gonna go over this.
Strike as one.
Quality
I'll
assurance.
remove this obstacle.
You won't survive me.
God, I don't understand why her AC is just ridiculously high.
Mind over muscle. Surrender or else.
God, can I also, like, you know, maybe, just maybe fucking...
You're irrelevant.
Can I have, like, I have some spells I can cast or something? I'm assuming that she's immune to, like, magic missile, force strike, prone. Not you.
I refuse to cooperate. I see no reason to have this. I see no reason to have this.
Why not? Like, you...
I refuse to cooperate.
No.
Too late for apologies.
Attack!
Endure this!
Now can you put the spell on your thing?
Yes.
Miss.
I'll hit you.
Hold on. Don't give me.
Oh my fucking god, woman.
Make every strike count.
Okay. It's always not gonna work anyway. We might have to come back to this fight. I don't think we're gonna do this yet. Which is a fucking pain in the ass because there was a fucking walk out here. But we actually are gonna have to stop because it's 12 o'clock and I need to eat before I have to go to work. So I have to go an hour early today, which fucked me, honestly. Thank you all for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch, do that stuff that all helps out. I will see you tomorrow with RimWorld, probably. If not, the next day, or the next day, who knows. Probably tomorrow. But, thank you. See ya. Boy. Bye.